So this was a collaborative venture between local Hamilton residents and students, and the idea being that students would work 25 hours outside of the course or so, part of it in the lab doing technical work and part of it getting to know an elder in the community, doing a life history project, a series of interviews, and then somehow paring those hours of interviews down to a short digital story and bringing in visuals, sound, pacing, all sorts of different aspects into the project. I think setting the expectations early on made it so that this was just a normal component of the course. It felt like a science course probably for a lot of them that has the lab component. I think there was some concern early on about the technical dimensions of creating a digital story. They didn't know what a digital story was. They didn't know what it would take to make one. And many of them had never been in a technical lab on this campus and really probably had never made anything like this. There were also elements of concern about interacting regularly with an elder in the community, and for many of them, this was their first opportunity to do something for course credit off campus. So in the end, the reaction to this whole project and class was kind of half, I'm amazed that I figured out those technical skills and I was able to do this. And then half, I made a friend off campus that I never imagined I could have, and I learned about this community in ways that I never imagined, moving beyond the campus. And you know, that I got something out of the Colgate experience that is unlike what I get out of my classes, my formal classes. The reason I wanted to take it to the next level is because I think digital media is where we're at, and I think about a liberal arts education and what skills students need and what they can bring to their new lives, the next chapter of their lives, and I think having these skills is just key. Every student in this class has talked about how, you know, they go into museum work, they go into marketing, they go into human resources. They can all bring these skills to their new jobs. And it's also such a wonderful way to honor human beings beyond just a printed thing that doesn't really get shared with others. This is a way to make that person, you know, give really, honor them in a public way. I didn't have a graded aspect to this, and I know elders were very concerned about, did the students get grades? In the end, they did it because they were passionate about it and loved it, and I couldn't get enough of their elders, in fact, and the technological aspects of creating a story that honored them. And so I don't know that there necessarily needs to be a hugely graded component to it. I mean, it's just one part of the participation grade for this class. It was crucial that I figure out the technology and understand what it takes to make one of these before the students do them. I got a sense of what it takes to put together a digital story, and the time that it took, and you know, I was able to do it over the course of 4 days of living and breathing the lab. So I figured, you know, if I can do it in 4 days, then the students can do this over the course of 8 or 9 weeks in 1-hour blocks. But just being able to understand what the students are going through, it's key that you do this yourself, I think. Okay. Yeah. I was very satisfied with how this all worked out. The students created relationships with these elders over the course of those that first month of the semester, and then used this new passion about this new relationship and friendship that they had developed and really funneled it into the digital component of the project. And so I think, the symbiosis between the elders and the students really contributed to, what ended up being wonderful ways to honor their lives.